The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford. Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Robbie Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready? 36. 18. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Like 3. Score. It's just me and you.
2nd and 9 now. Catch made by Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
50, play. Pilot, 64, wait.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 5.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Danny. Bravo. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Watch the back. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Draw out. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Jim.
2nd and 3. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he cuts it. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's White. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now, it's White. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. White now to return. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This time Trubisky will throw. And he'll find Hall. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They try again with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going no pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, stand off.
They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, exit. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Intercepted by the Bears. These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 18.
2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hurd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
X3, 218, chop it. 18's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 18, Mike 18.
Score.
He was pretty quiet. Check 13, check 13. Check safety.
Let's go. Five.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
57's the mic. All right, here we go. Let's go.
On first down. It's Cohen. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Let's go.
Come on. 180.
Pick it up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
I got you. Hey, alert 3.
Alert.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Check 99.
Ran, top.
Check 9, check 9. Whip. Watch the whip.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point.